Well, hello there and welcome to issue 35. This is all about the Libra pig, and as you can see on the caption beforehand, those are the dates you have to be and the years you have to be in this star sign combination. Okay, let's start straight away with the Libra pig. In childhood, what you have a very sort of bright and quite questioning child at school. A bit of a clever cogs maybe, definitely, because the thing is with them is their need for information. They will question teachers, they will question their friends, they love debates, but it's not for a point of fact to be conflicting and causing arguments or falling out with anybody. They need to do this to balance up their opinion. They need to gain it all in. They need to gain the furthest right opinion and the furthest left. They have to do that, and it takes a while for them to form their own opinion, but they do throw stuff out there. They're very much a devil's advocate sort of personality, and this is all through school. The teachers have to be on their mettle with these children because they will throw up interesting theories. They love conspiracy theories, assassination theories, did this really happen, did that, you know, and they will question everything. They will question religion, and it's their lust for information, and then they will form their opinions. They normally form them quite later on in life. If we're going through the school years and we're going through to college, they will be very valuable members, because for debate purposes or school council's purposes, they're fabulous, because they will listen to a minority, and they will take it all in. They will get a very fair judgment, and as I say, they're not conflicting at all. They don't go out of their way to make enemies. Possibly they can do when they seem to be sort of like forever sort of hugging the limelight a bit in these debates. They can get a bit of jealousy towards them because they are articulate, and they do know how to sort of you know, very eloquent and how to speak, and they do sort of get involved, and sometimes they can hog a bit of the limelight away from the sort of lesser signs, which maybe, you know, they've got the thoughts in their mind but they can't get them across as well. So that's what you're going to have here. What you've also got through the college years, etc., the early formative adult years, is a very promiscuous sign, and this again is all down to gaining the information that they need. Because when they are going to choose, when they do choose to settle down, and it's normally quite a bit later, they want to not regret anything and say, go back and try this, I want to try that, you know. So many sign combinations can go to their 40s or even later and think, well, I missed out because I didn't try it. You won't have this with this sign, not at all. They will be promiscuous. That's just going to be their nature. There's a lot of sensuality about the sign, but there's not too much sentimentality. So they will enjoy the moment, they'll move on to the next moment. They will be balancing up, and it's quite common that the Libra pig can go back for a former lover many years earlier and say, no, I've made my decision. It could be 20 years on, and that other person's life could have changed drastically. But no, that's how they go about stuff, and that's what they are. It's always probably best, I think, for the Libra pig to settle down in the later 20s, early 30s, when they've done that sort of stuff. They've gained the information they need. They've got their promiscuity out of the way. The need for sort of experiences in that sense, because then you will get loyalty. Then you will get somebody with a lot of dedication, somebody with very strong and balanced opinions. You wouldn't get a prejudiced person either. They're going to be very even. They're going to accept your friends, and the friends that they then have in tow will be also very balanced people themselves. So there's going to be nice sort of gatherings, get-togethers. But this is, I would advise this, as I say, into the early 30s sort of era, when I think it's you know, it's just a better place for them and a better place for you to be able to approach them, you know, and get loyalty. That's what you need to get from the sign, and you will get it then. Okay, so if we're taking this person as into their job, these are hard workers, very hard workers, capable of long hours, and they make a very, very good boss, very balanced. They know how to have fun. They don't crack the whip. They don't make the workplace an unenjoyable place to be. I would make them a very good construction manager or builder, and they will have the crack with the lads or the ladies or whatever, and they will have time for fun. They won't be heavy-handed because they're quite an understanding. You've got to remember they're quite understanding, although not sentimental. They've got the experiences there with them, and they've got a good balance. They won't be prejudiced against, I say, certain employees over others. If you put in the effort, then you'll have fun. They'll be very generous as well. You know, when you go out for a works do, this is the male or the female, they're very generous, and they're very, like the recreation time, they do treat friendships very importantly, especially through the workplace. They like to get on. And as I say, with all that knowledge that they've gained, they make great builders because they'll be doing innovative ways to do stuff, because they may have seen the latest block work or the latest plastering system, and they will evaluate it against the old. And it's not unusual for them to bring in the new stuff, saying, well, no, I don't, we're going to try this. I think it saves time, and they do make life very easy for the people around them. And as I say, they are likeable. You know, okay, you've got a bit of a limelight hogger in the sense, you know, they're great conversationalists as well, you know, and they like to tell a story. They like a bit of fun, but you know, you will find them very approachable. You've got a problem at work, you've got anything you want to talk about, boom, you can go to them. And this makes the female of the Libra pig a very good counsellor. Very balanced, not jumping to one side, and you know, you can talk to them, and they will be throwing out theories out there just for you to take on board, which you may not have looked at, and that's what I really like about this combination. This clean balance, and it doesn't get affected by anything. So counselling, building with the planning and the hours needed and the dedication needed. They will love their family, they will love the family life, and as I say, when they settle, and it's going to be for good, and they settle and they give everything. Can be classed as probably not as romantic as some of the other pigs, but you know, hey, they're practical. You will have a luxurious life, there will be nice things around, and they like that, and other signs that I'm going to match them up with will enjoy that too. They'll appreciate that, you know, and they'll be great parents, very balanced parents again, very good. They'll be very kind to the children's friends. They're not adverse to saying, yeah, let your mates stay over, or, you know, that's not a problem. Cooking meals for the friends of the children, and they make a good sibling as well. They make a very sort of kind brother, sister, auntie, uncle, you know, through the years. You know, somebody who's a good solid citizen, and this is, as I say, a very decent human being we have here. And if we like to match them up, well, I like to match them up with the rabbits, the luxury there. They will enjoy a lovely home, and they will enjoy conversation. Wouldn't be so much sexual, but the conversations will be deep, and they'll be very family orientated, and that would be nice. You know, the rabbits can have experiences with promiscuity as well when they're younger. So let's find a rabbit in the later 20s, early 30s. That could be fantastic. What a match-up, and then they can start their families and start their own lives. So if we stick with the rabbit of the Aquarian, a Gemini, a Leo, and we should also stick with very possibly here, and I'm going to throw this one out there, an Aries of rabbit, because although opposites with the Aries Libra, that one is quite a very good match, because there's a little bit of dynamicism in that relationship, which, you know, that's capable of working very well, I think. But also we have to look for the goats, and with the goats, Aquarians, Geminis, and we also need to look at the Leo. That's an excellent match here for this sign. The goat is a gentle creature and will allow the limelight to be taken by the Libra pig, and not be such a problem. It doesn't really matter to them, because as long as they know they're involved and they're in a partnership, they're very happy with that, the goats. And you know, that's an excellent match. If we look at the no-go areas, well, it's all snakes. Snakes love sensuality, as we know, and they will need shows of affection and sensuality all the way through. Otherwise, then the snake will tend to wander and also try to eat the pig. But that's what happens. They can turn quite venomous towards the pig, and feeling that they're not being appreciated. So, okay, there's your matches. Health-wise, for the Libra pig, a very, very tough animal, and very tough combination. You won't find a lot of ailments with this sign. You'll find a good ripe old age here, because they're very balanced, I say, diet-wise. What they tend to do, they like their sports, they like the gym, so there will be, but there's a balance there. They don't go over the top with anything, so that's excellent to know as well. So good luck, Libra pig. I hope you've enjoyed this, and tune in